with Larson with our deck profile. Today, you came up with a weird creation in Gishki frogs.
It's just something I was getting a little bit bored with classic Gishki build, even though it was pretty okay. So I decided to throw some stuff together and make this deck. It's pretty stupid, but it works. So obviously we're going to start off with the whole reason I made Gishki's. Gishki's Yugioh, level 10 ritual monster. His effect is once per turn, you can draw one card by paying 1,000 life points. If it's a Gishki Cup monster, shuffle one card on the field into the deck. Non-target, it's nice. It's not hard once per turn. Probably one of my favorite boss monsters. Then you play 3 Vision and 3 Shadow. These are the searchers for the deck. Both their effects are very similar. They both count as full requirements for a ritual summon. So let's say I wanted to get out Yugioh, I could just use one of these guys and it would count as a full requirement. Their second effects are Vision. When you discard him, you can search for a ritual monster. And Shadow, when you discard him, you can search for a ritual spell. So it's really nice to have these guys, and they're kind of what makes the whole search engine of the deck. Then I play 2 Gishki Beast. I used to run this at 3, but now that I did the whole frog thing, I'm running it at 2. It's pretty much a walking monster reborn. You normal summon it, special summon 1 Gishki monster from your graveyard, level 4 or lower, in face-up defense. So that's pretty nice. Then you play 3 Gishki Abyss. Gishki Abyss is another searcher for the deck. The deck has a lot of searchers, but some of them are just not that good. This one is when he's normal summoned, add a Gishki monster with 1,000 or less defense from your deck to your hand, which is all of them except for Beast. So he's pretty good. Helps you get your searchers to your hand, you know, get more combos off. That is it for the Gishki monsters. Now I'll move on to the frog engine. Of course, what would be a frog engine without 3 Swap Frogs. Swap Frog's effect is when he is summoned, you can send a level 2 Aqua type monster from your deck to the grave. He can also be special summoned by discarding a water monster, which is pretty nice. And he has a third effect which most people don't use, is he can target a level 2 Aqua type monster on your field and return it to your hand. So if you have 2 Swap Frogs, you can kind of just do a little loop thing. It's weird, but it's cool. Next is 3 Dupe Frogs. Dupe Frog is pretty much here for fodder for Ronin Totem, but his effect is when he's on the field face up, other frogs cannot be attacked except for him, which is pretty nice. Second effect is when he's sent to the field, from the field to the grave, doesn't specify how, so you could play Dark Hole and you get this effect. When he's sent from the field to the grave, you get to search your deck for a frog, which is nice because you can just grab your swap and continue your plays. Last 2 cards for the frog engine is Ronin Totem. Ronin Totem has a very simple effect. You can banish 1 frog from your grave and special summon him. The reason this is good is because you load your graveyard full of frogs with Swap Frog and you use Ronin Totem once he's in the grave to bring him back, get level 2s, and make Totally Awesome, which is totally awesome. For the spell lineup, it's kind of big, but it works. I play 3 Salvage. Salvage says you can grab 2 water-type monsters from your grave with 1,500 or less attack and add them to your hand. Really a great card to play, especially in this build, because you're playing a lot of frogs. Frogs all have under 1,500 attack, and plus you can also grab your searchers for the Gishki. It gives you a really wide variety, plus not 1 per turn, so if you end up drawing into one with Gishki's Yugioh, it's you can keep using it. Then I play 2 Mori of Greed. Simple effects. Shuffle 2 water type monsters from your hand into your deck, draw 3. Just unbreaking hands. Pretty nice. You play enough water monsters that works well. 2 Desires. Again, another draw card. Desires. Banish top 10 cards of your deck, draw 2. I got a really simple effect. I only play 2 Aquamirrors in this build because I normally play 3 in pure Gishkis, but in this one it's leaning towards both frogs and Gishkis, so you can kind of have a field presence of both. If I played 3, it would still work, but if you don't know much about Aquamirror, Aquamirror is the ritual card for the Gishkis, and it recycles itself. So once you're done using Aquamirror, if you have a ritual monster in the grave, you can add the ritual monster back to your hand and shuffle Aquamirror back into the deck. So it recycles itself, which is really nice. And I don't really think there's a need to play it at 3 in this build, but it's a good thing to play at 3 in any other. For the traps, I do play this really tiny, stupid Paleo engine, just because, why not? It happens sometimes. Happened like 3 times in my game with Todd. Paleozoics, if you don't know much about them, while they're in the grave, if you activate normal traps, you can special summon them from the grave, and they count as level 2 Aqua-type monsters with 1,200 attack and 0 defense. The reason that this is just really prevalent in frogs in general is because it just gives you more access to Totally Awesome, and let alone, a lot of the Paleos have pretty good effects. Dino-Miscus says discard 1 card, banish 1 card on the field. Again, really nice. And Canadia says target 1 monster on the field, flip it face down. So Book of Moon and Karma Cut. Last 2 cards in the... Oh, I missed a couple spells, my bad. Dark Hole and Surface. Dark Hole, obviously, destroy all monsters on the field. Surface, special summon 1 level 3 or lower sea serpent, fish, or aqua type from the grave. Just helps get back frogs and stuff. Now, last 2 cards in the deck. Storms count as normal traps, so when you activate them, you get Paleos back from the grave, and who doesn't like Storm? For the extra deck, it's 15 cards. I do have 1 proxy in here. So, obviously, it is a partially frog deck, so we play 1, 2, and 3 Totally Awesome. Totally Awesome is the heart and soul of the whole frogs, and its effect is, once per turn, during a standby phase, you may use 1 overlay unit, special summon 1 frog from your deck. This helps you just get more access into the whole swap Foolish Burial thing, or if you want a dupe to protect your Toad, since dupe can be the only, if dupe is a frog on the field, he's the only one that can be attacked. The real effect on this guy that really just made him super prevalent, he used to be really good, still is pretty good. His effect is, if your opponent activates a card effect, so not specified, monster, spell, or trap, you can tribute 1 Aqua-type monster on your side of the field, negate the effect, and if you choose to, set it on your side of the field, which is really nice. Like if your opponent did something like a Dark Hole, you get a free Dark Hole. If your opponent does something like evenly matched, you can take the evenly matched. It's crazy good in certain situations and can often stop turns. I play 2 Miss Starboys. Here's the proxy. I, for some reason, misplaced my other Miss Starboy. 2 Miss Starboys. Miss Starboy is a Link 2 that says takes 2 water monsters, boosts all water monsters attack by 500 and defense by 400, drops all fire monsters attack by 500 and defense by 400. And when he's sent to the grave, I get to add a water monster from my graveyard to my hand.
It is, but I don't need it.
Oh, I forgot to say that about Toad too. When Toad's sent to the grave, he gets to add a water monster from graveyard to hand. Same effect as Miss Starboy.
Aquaman still has one useful spell in situations like this.
Proxy Dragon, because if you're ever able to, it's nice to just link spam the board and get more areas for extra deck summoning. Two Paleozoic Opabinias. Opabenia is really cool in the deck. I actually did not play Macarius, however you say his name, because Opabenia is better and the other one doesn't come out as often. Opabenia says I can activate Paleozoic traps from the hand, so any of the Paleos I showed you earlier, I can just play straight from my hand, which is really nice. Second effect is if it has a trap as a overlay unit, you can use an overlay unit and search your deck for a Paleo. So it's essentially a search and activate trap out of your hand card. Really amazing. It's also unaffected by other I think it's Monster Fit. Yeah, by Monster Fit. So that's another good effect. 2,400 booty, not bad. I play the Phantom Knights of Cursed Javelin. Negates the effect of a monster and drops his attack down to 0. Unfortunately, only on your turn, but I mean, it helps. I also, that's it for the rank 2s because you don't really need that many. For the rank 4s, I play number 101, obviously. Take an opponent's special summon monster by using overlay units and he protects himself. Castell, shuffle a card on the field into the deck.
That's a 24.
Roach, if you're going up against decks with high-level monsters, which is pretty much anything these days. Gaga Cowboy, Cowboy for game, and that's it for rank 4s. You can really, that's just my preference. It can be really whatever you want. You can be Baguska, you can play anything. And then I play 2 rank 10s because rank 10s happen often in this deck. And they are Super Dreadnought, Rail Cannon Gustav Max, and number 35 Ravenous Tarantula. They both are very prevalent rank 10s, and I really like them both. This one is for the OTK. Its effect simply says, use one overlay unit, deal 2,000 points of damage. Gishki Zelgigas has 3,200 points of attack. If you manage to get 2 on the field and hit him with enough damage and you overlay into this, easy OTK. Done it multiple times, not hard. Number 35 says, all monsters on your field gain attack equal to the difference of your life points and your opponent's. The reason I really like this is because Gishki Zelgigas' effect has a cost of 1,000 before you activate it. So if you're looping a bunch in a turn, which I have done before multiple times, and your life points drop down to, let's say, 5,000 because you activated the effect 3 times, you're like, okay, I'll overlay into this. Then all your monsters get 3,000 boost. So his attack becomes 3,000. Let's say if I have a monster with 2,000 attack points on the field, it becomes a 5,000. Really cool effect. Second effect is if your life points. Oh shoot, I'm gonna forget the second effect actually. I don't use this card that much. Each time your opponent special summons a monster, inflict 600 points of damage to them. And once per turn, you can detach 1 Xyz material monster to destroy all face-up monsters your opponent control with less than or equal to this card's attack. That's a pretty crazy effect because it's pretty much a lightning vortex, but with a lot of attack and some other crazy effects. So, really like it for that. And that's it for the deck. I don't have a side deck, obviously, because it's me. I'm unprepared and I'm a scrub. But that's all I got. And I just threw it together like 10 minutes ago.
How consistent is this deck, pretty much?
I'd say it's about as consistent as, you know, True Dracos, Pendulum Magicians. It's up there. It's definitely going to be meta. Like, next week, all the cards in this deck are going to be banned because we're like, oh my god, we need to emergency ban this right away. Definitely super consistent.
Alright, well, hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Thank you, Larson, for the deck profile and giving us this interesting deck for today.
No problem.
But yeah, if you guys have any comments or questions about this deck, leave it down in the comment section below. And leave a like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day.